When I first started with working with my family, I would say that they required more persuasion because it's new for them, and very often they are very tired and they don't have time. But as I start to make the work, I think they started to like to be involved in the process as well. And every time I make a picture, I show them, and they are quite curious. You know, at first I think they are just very curious, and it was curiosity that kept them working together with me. But now, as I have shows, as I have exhibitions, I invite them to come. And in Singapore, with this work, I won like a big prize, and they also came to the award ceremony. They know that I'm having shows in Paris, in Barcelona, and it makes them feel very happy, and also in a way that I think they feel quite important. They feel quite proud that they are the work itself. And so over time, over this 1 year, they start to become more open and more willing to participate in my pictures, to the point of giving me advice and what kind of pictures they want to make. Especially my father, he's always giving me advice on some new pictures that I should make, and he will help me make props. And if one picture is not good, he will say like, okay, you need to do it again, you know, it's not good enough, we must do it again. So they have become, in a way, co-authors of the work. So I think that the work is as much mine as it is theirs. And I think most importantly, there are two things that I want to achieve from photography. The first thing is that I don't just want to make pictures, I want my pictures also to make me. That means I want to be changed by what I do. I want my family or people that I love to be changed by what I do. And this project has made us a lot closer, and it has made my parents a lot closer as well. And the second thing that I want to do with photography is that I want to make pictures that are a little bit like medicine, in the sense that I want my pictures to be therapeutic. I want to discover, you know, using photography as a form of therapy, as a form of medication. And I think that's something that I want to explore for a long time.
Alfredo, Tommy, no lo sé. Bueno, mucha gente de aquí va a estar esta noche, no sé, puedes... A Leo seguro que lo vas a reconocer enseguida porque siempre va con su traje. Solamente traje negro y corbata roja. Todavía no lo sé, pero no ha venido, pero es muy probable que vaya así, o sea que ya lo encontrarás. Y bueno, estuve mucho tiempo con él. Bueno, hemos salido juntos muchas noches y hemos hablado de muchas cosas. Y le he ido haciendo fotos. Es una de esas personas que se convierten como en una especie de proyecto personal, ¿no? Que las vas siguiendo y dices, esta persona tiene una fotografía, quiero encontrar la forma de mirarlo que explique lo que siento, ¿no? Por esta persona. Y finalmente salió después de, no sé, un año y pico de hacerle fotos cada vez que lo veía. Muy bonito, ¿no? Salir a la calle y encontrar a alguien que no sabe quién eres ni qué estás haciendo y conectar a nivel humano, ¿no? Con esa persona y sí, oye, ¿me dejas que te haga unas fotos? Pim pam. Nos damos los mails y luego descubren, ¿no? Esta chica, por ejemplo, Celia, me la encontré en una casa ocupada que tiene grandes proyectos culturales y que es un gran lugar a nivel social y a nivel artístico. Se llama Alcatraz y la conocí allí, y al cabo de un tiempo me dijo, oye, he visto la foto, he visto tu web, me encanta, quiero venir a tu expo, quiero verlo, ¿no? Y quiero estar aquí, así que esta noche seguramente también va a estar. Sí.
When I do my work, I think about my pictures in terms of chapters. Like in a book, you have chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. And so these 3 pictures, to me, belongs to a chapter by themselves. And it's a little allegory about how I was born. And so this is my parents, and I make them into little birds. And it says, lovebirds share a moment by the sea. And then this is 9 months later, and this is me. So I was born, and here you can see a small egg that has cracked. And then over here, we back to like real life again, and it's my parents giving thanks to God. And it says here, they give thanks for the fruits of their labor. And it's a play on the words fruits as well as labor, because fruits can also mean children, and labor can mean either work or labor as in pregnancy, labor. So it's a little allegory that I make. So sometimes I use photography in these ways, in a more metaphorical or allegorical way. That's all.
Yo empecé como fotógrafo de estudio en realidad. Comencé haciendo un trabajo muy distinto de lo que está aquí hoy, ¿no? Pero con el tiempo y trabajando, en mi fotografía he ido de algo más planificado, más escenificado, a una fotografía más orgánica, más vital, una fotografía sobre las personas con las que he compartido, ¿no?, algunos momentos de mi vida. Hay muchos amigos aquí, muchas personas pues, que han estado cerca, con las que he vivido cosas. Entonces este trabajo básicamente es una selección de fotografías hechas de noche, en el Raval y en el Gótico, en Barcelona. Y bueno, he ido muchas noches solo y a veces con amigos a la calle, a los bares, a conocer personas, ¿no? Básicamente es lo que yo hago, ¿no? Salgo a la calle, salgo con los amigos, voy a lugares nuevos, descubro gente nueva y los fotografío. Es una especie de diario personal. Sí.
In photography, every picture is just one moment. But how can we call it a moment if in photographic reality, right, there's neither past nor present, there's no start or end. There can be no moments in a reality without any past or present. And I think that this is something that makes photography very divine. And I wonder if it is how God looks at the world. It is like He's looking at a photograph. And at one time He can see the past, the present, and the future. And because you can see the past, the present, and the future, there is no more time. And I think that this is something that only photography has, this divine nature that photography has.
Y me gusta mucho esta faceta de la fotografía. Creo que es como lo más importante dentro de mi trabajo a nivel personal. Es el estar obligado a crecer como persona, a buscar contacto con otros seres humanos, a relacionarme a través de la herramienta, ¿no?, que es la fotografía para mí. Entonces, de algún modo, se mezcla, ¿no?, la práctica fotográfica con lo que sería el camino de vida, ¿no? Es algo que está como muy entrelazado. Sí. Y a veces llega un momento en que no sabes realmente si fotografías para vivir ciertas experiencias o si es al revés, viviendo ciertas experiencias las fotografías. Es todo parte de lo mismo, ¿no? Es como dormir con tu cámara.